Susan's got her wreath on.
Good morning. This is George Nima from MAAP Real Talk Show with my co-host
Cindy Head.
And we both here on a journey that we cannot even express our gratitude and feeling to certain individuals that are invited us here today as media. Today is not just a birthday. There are ordinary people and there are also extraordinary people. When you speak of them like this, it could be near you, your neighbors, your loved one. But before we start, I would like to thank all of our medical personnel, fire department, police department, through this COVID-19, which is related to coronavirus, the lockdowns, the deprived, the people that just following the rules and regulation. This is all for you. We salute you. My co-host and I today, we on a trip today to change that little tune a little bit by covering this other aspect of heroes that live among us. And in particular, this lady by the name is Carole Jacobson. She's a cancer patient. She's going through the process. In 2016, she was diagnosed, and we're gonna follow procedures as we go further, as I interview everybody else, that we'll have more details. But for now, I just wanna welcome you, and stay tuned for the show. And if Cindy wants to add something, you're welcome.
This is just the new way in this times, or how we're gonna do celebrations. So here we go.
Coming out of
Yes, coming out of quarantine.
Quarantine, yeah, you want to say that. So I just want everybody to know, I didn't say much details because I want you to stay tuned. And at the end of the day, we're trying to do what we can for our neighbors, to our loved ones here in Arizona and abroad. But it just happened to, we are in Phoenix today, down by Camelback and 20th Street, as close as I could give information. Thank you, and stay tuned again.
Oh no, I knew something was going to happen, you know.
Happy birthday.
She got it. And Caroline's in there.
So how does it feel?
Oh, feels great. Feels great. This is the age that everybody waits to retire, you know. So I'm glad that I was able to retire a little before this. So that part is good, you know. Very funny. Very funny. Hi, thank you. Thank you. Oh, some beads. There we go. Thank you.
We're coming around again. Get ready.
Okay. Hey, Everett. Hey. All right. Did you make that?
A lot of chocolate, yeah, I did.
Oh my God, Everett. Oh,
Probably
thank you.
better get it inside.
Yeah, we'll get it in because it's going to melt.
It'll melt, yeah.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
You want to take this in?
Yeah, let me take it.
Happy birthday.
I will. Thank you very much. Thank
Give me an
you.
elbow.
There we go. There we go.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. A birthday without hugs.
They're
Oh,
sort
no,
of
I've
twisted, but
never had my own parade.
this is your parade, lady. We love you.
Oh, you guys, I was thinking about Chris. Hey! Thank you. Woohoo! Love you. Thank
Happy
you,
birthday.
Thank you for being part of it.
Hey, Megan.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much.
Uh,
Lots of hugs. Very nice. Thank you.
Carol, I don't know if you remember Devin Bridgewater.
Well, yes, I remember him. Yes, why is he here with his
And
instrument?
he and Nicole are here to play for you. Your private
Oh, they are.
birthday concert. Yes.
Oh
So you
gosh.
gotta come up
Well,
here.
how much time do you have?
A little bit till it gets 100.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, how much time do you have?
Well, we have to be at. Oh, yeah.
Because I need to finish with my nurse.
Oh, okay.
But they want to play for me.
The convoy's still active. People still passing by.
I was thinking about you guys, thinking, oh, I wish Chris could be
Respecting
here, you know?
and showing gratitude for our birthday celebration.
Make some music, yeah.
Like Governor Doug Ducey had indicated with the rules and regulations, keeping distance. We are doing it live right now. No rehearsals. Live action. Celebrating Carole Jacobson's birthday and going through her chemo and the results she has obtained so far. We'll be discussing it in time too. As of now, the band is setting up. A couple, the best Phoenix is Nicole Pesci and Devin Bridgewater. Will be entertaining them today, giving us some nice music. Hopefully in 2 seconds we will roll. As we roll our cameras, they're going to be rolling their music. We are honored to be here today. I'm talking through a mask, taking measures and protection because we're near the patient as well as our patient right now, being cared by Hospice and the wonderful people in the medical field in the state of Arizona. We are here in Phoenix doing live coverage of COVID-19, keeping distance as we celebrate our birthday. We have with us here GianFranca. You could keep your distance like you indicated, like the governor needs you.
Yeah.
How do we feel today? How did it
Oh,
go?
this is great, great. This is fun, really. Everyone who said they were coming and more said they were
I
coming to the
noticed there was
parade.
a lot of people that more than we
So it's
anticipated.
good.
How does that
Definitely,
feel?
definitely. So I'm glad things worked together. I mean, it was just,
Marvelous.
it took a lot of little things.
Aw.
But this is a Build-A-Bear doll
Yes, I was going to
that
ask.
Carole had given to the grandkids
Nice.
a while back. And
Right.
so it just happened to be that we had saved this one
Right.
to wish a little happy birthday
Oh, that is so
to
beautiful.
her. So
Hold on,
How are
Jackie.
you? Are you going?
Go.
Got it. No.
You're good.
Understood.
You're good.
Bye, honey. Love you. I love you, Carol. Rod, you want to say something? Happy birthday. We love you. Happy birthday to you. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you. Thank you.
Girl.
Right.
Turquoise is her favorite color, as you can tell by her house.
Yes.
So we wanted to make sure the mannequin was dressed in a turquoise sequins hat,
Right.
and the blouse on the mannequin is butterflies because Carole loves and adores butterflies. So the whole idea was to have everything turquoise and butterflies.
So how did we come about with you? How was the friendship began with Carole? And how did the whole thing develop?
I met Carole at a party, and she asked me if I knew Nicole Pesci.
Right.
And I said, of course I know her. I'm the president of Nicole Pesci's fan club. And Carole said, no, she was the president. So we had a little battle, and of course I won. So I'm the president of Nicole Pesci's fan club, and Carole is my co-chair or co-president of Nicole Pesci. And anyone who's here today that will listen to Nicole, they're in for a super real
Have a good time.
Happy birthday, Carole.
That's right.
Everybody loves you.
That's right. We already talked about it. What did you say?
I love the butterfly.
Hi, can I have a few words with you? How do you feel about this whole parade and all this celebration for you today?
Well, it's extra special, that's for sure. I've never had a parade for myself, so that's really nice. And to have so many different friends come, is very nice too. So, I wasn't planning any kind of a party because of the social distancing. So, I was just going to see different people in different times, do different things. That was my idea for the whole month, So, no, this is extra special. And to have my favorite musician.
Right. And how did you, I heard like you're a co-fan club president, so how did that come about?
Bobby, the man in black, he is a huge fan of her also. So he says that he's the president of the fan club, and I said, well, then I must be the CEO. So, that's what we are. We both share that title.
And how did you come to find her? Did you see her somewhere?
I found her many years ago at the My Florist Cafe. So she was the entertainer there every week for 9 years. And we used to go see her all the time. Everybody used to go see her.
And you seem to be like in great spirits and all that. How are you feeling?
I'm doing okay. Definitely this is extra fun, you know. And I'm glad that I feel good today because some days I don't feel so good. So it just depends, you know.
And you look absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Your yard? Okay. Yeah.
What would you like it?
Stick it up against the bush there, I
All right,
guess.
I can do that.
Well, and everybody who comes by can honk today.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I've already had neighbors coming looking at this, trying to figure out what's going on. Thank you very much. And thank you for your card. That was a very, very nice card. Very cute. Yeah, very fun.
Well, we're going to listen to the great music, and thanks for talking to us today. And we are so welcome. MAAP Real Talk wants to say happy birthday to you.
Thanks. I want to thank everybody for coming today and organizing this whole thing. This is just a really special birthday. nice too.
Yeah.
You know. So I figured I had to wear my jewels
Yeah,
today.
I got the whole ensemble, darling. You look fabulous.
That's great.
You want to we'll do a little dance with you?
Where's
Here
that?
we go.
Where's the?
There we go,
Sorry.
Robbie. Are we good?
Good.
Well, you know what? Who's leading? I think we're living in a very safe city. I really do.
We are. You know, comparatively, we're in a pretty safe place.
Oh, there you go.
See this? I'm trying.
Well, this is nice that you guys can come.
There it is.
Hey, what is this?
Look, it's like Princess Diana.
That is fabulous.
That's not like it.
That's our song. Yeah, it's the girl from Cheech and Eats Pizza.
This what?
The girl
From
from
Cheech and Eats Pizza. I love it. How does the original one go?
The girl from Ipanema.
Yeah.
Tall and
I like
lovely.
Cheech and Eats better.
That is cute.
Thank you for coming and visiting me that afternoon when we were painting. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh.
We want to see the next one that you do.
Okay.
You know, if you have another one, tell
Let me
us.
get my ass on it.
You
Get
want
my
to see
ass
it?
on it now. No, I actually have one I can get going.
Oh, all right. So
No, that's a good motivator. I'll get my ass going now.
tell us who we're going to
get
come
the
and see.
band.
Yeah.
You need to go
Who's
where
fun
you're
to
at.
watch.
I mean, is this? Or
Is there going to be another
Okay, that's
building?
Want me to go
Well,
with you?
actually, I'm not sure yet. I have a couple leads.
Okay. Okay.
I'll promise. I'll
So
get my ass in gear.
yeah. So it's all coming from that one.
No different people this
Oh,
one.
different one.
Yeah, I gotta contact his friend actually.
Okay.
Yeah, his friend is reaching out looking for a muralist. So I need to get this set up.
Very good. Well, then get on it. Get those brushes ready.
I wish I trip. I love these glasses.
Yeah.
Coming your way.
James and Bobby, I don't know. They got them somewhere. So.
There we go. Ready we go.
Gotta swell your hips more.
Yeah, I'm Dancing with the Stars. I get a 3.
Remember, oh, I don't know if Steve
Yes. Oh
that
dear.
was a very funny movie.
Where did these come from?
They just fell off the ear.
Do you want them tied back in, or how do you want
I
to do
don't
it?
think they're gonna stay.
How about on the hat?
So
I can add them into the hat. Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at that. There we go. There it is.
Okay, there we go.
Do you want some lemonade or iced tea?
One of us is what? No, I want James to stand here.
Plug in here,
because
plug
this
in.
is from him.
Oh, I don't plug in there?
No, just put your near your hand. You gotta need to plug your mic in.
I like the bag.
Oh.
The bag is.
Are you doing that or no?
Bag
Yeah, I'm
has
plugging
jewels
it in.
on it.
Yes.
Or I'm plugging
Okay,
it in.
now
So
am I-
fantastic.
do they want to hook up something? Yeah.
Oh, I got my ear plugged in.
He's a hooker.
She's a hooker, yeah.
I'm a Don't tell on me. We're not supposed to know my past. Look, I have my contacts and I can't see without my cheaters. You can't see me sticking out my tongue.
Okay.
Now, let's take this out.
Hold on, wait.
And that's me.
Okay, do that. Pom-pom. These are pom-poms.
The card next. Okay.
Cards.
Sides.
Got that.
I got it.
Butterflies, butterflies, butterflies.
Open that later.
Okay.
Okay. Reach in there and grab that. There you go.
More butterflies. Is that what, that's it? Okay.
It's just a box. That's
Pretty
it.
box. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
pretty box.
box. There's nothing in it.
Box with butterflies on it.
There you go. Now we're gonna pull the ribbon off.
Take it apart.
Yeah. Just slip it off on the side. Right towards the butterfly. There you go.
Alright.
Take that. Well, maybe not.
There we go. Double tied.
Camera.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
morning.
Yep. See, turn it. There you go. There you go. There you go. Happy birthday to
Oh, wow.
you.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
There you go. Yes. There we go. Out in the sun. And you got it out in the sun and it'll sparkle like crazy.
Very nice.
There you go.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you very much. Appreciate that too.
Said she has anatomy quality to her whole life. So,
Thank you.
Wonderful. Butterflies and butterflies and butterflies.
Here we go.
yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
A few years ago, I gave
Cheers.
Vulture.
Cheers.
With the bracelet.
Oh, that's
She just loved it. Well, when they show Michael Douglas, it shows him play the piano.
Yeah, it is.
When he's sitting there,
So is it like that?
when they zoomed in on his hand, that
Oh,
was
we
my
did.
first one. And he just had
And they used his hands. That's awesome.
who actually plays. He's
Sure, sure, sure.
Oh, now? Okay, so.
What?
Oh, well, yeah, that's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work, yeah.
Right here. A picture with her? No, with me. No, with you. Okay.
Okay, now, he told you what to do. Don't shake that wire.
No, I can hear it.
He told you, right?
I can hear myself.
She knows what to do.
Well, I do. I thought you wanted a picture with me.
Well, I guess I'm good. Okay.
I can't understand you with the mask.
Okay, here, take them. Okay, never mind. Let me get a picture, Carol. Then we'll get going here.
All right,
That's a
picture of me and Megan together with Mustang Salad. Here we go.
Okay, good. Okay. All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Got
All
that.
right. Yeah, it's backstage anyway, William. So I'm gonna take the mask off. Okay. Take the mask off a little bit here. It's so hot. Okay. Ready to go. Where are you, Carol? I gotta stand close by. Not too close, but you know.
Okay.
So here we are on May 7th, 2020, the year of the coronavirus, which leads to COVID-19 disease. And one of the things that happened on Facebook, most social media, lots of things, but one of the things happened, there's a Facebook page called View from My Window, and it's got thousands of followers. And each person is allowed to post one photo of what they see while they're in quarantine. And people usually write a little bit, they might write where they are, and then you respond with where you are, or they may say a little story and you respond. And so there was a gal from Maryland, which is where I grew up, who had posted a photo and said a little bit about herself. And so we started texting back and forth. It turns out she's an artist, and it turns out that she has stage 4 metastatic breast cancer right now, and it's a very rare and aggressive kind that she has, which of course ties in with the very rare and aggressive cancer that Carole is unfortunately suffering with. And she always liked butterflies and always liked flowers, but she never really got into art until after her diagnosis the first time around, when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And she went to a art therapy place that was free for people who were having cancer victims. And one of her instructors taught her this technique called watercolor collage. And what she does is you do a wash on the background, your whole background, and then you paint papers, and you tear up the papers, and you glue them in the way that you want, which is what she did here. And you'll see the focus of the painting is the butterfly, which is why I bought this particular painting, and sent it out. Came here just a couple days ago, just got it in time.
Oh, good.
And the butterfly itself, she actually painted with watercolor and painted it. And so that's sort of, kind of how everything just kind of tied here today,
Yeah,
and
cool.
came in. And so
Very cool.
Megan, who will be shortly singing the Irish Lullaby, is
She says no.
she will. Is going to be pulling the unveiling,
She's Vanna White.
unveiling the statue.
There you
Yes.
go. Vanna White.
So,
Oh, cool.
this is it. So you see all the little pieces of paper that
Yes,
I put in here to make
yes.
all these designs. So
And then she
That's,
painted the butterfly and
uh-huh.
glued that in there. That's very nice. Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoy that.
Well, thank
This show,
you.
a
I
nice view
appreciate
in your
that.
room when you can't look out.
Yeah, I appreciate that, you know, and tell her that I appreciated, you know,
And
having
she
a
was
butterfly
said, she
painting.
really said that you remind her, she reminded very much of a friend of hers who passed away last year from pancreatic cancer in the photo, and that she really hoped that you enjoyed this.
Well,
stuff,
thank her very much.
Virtual hugs, yes.
And
love
maybe
that.
give me her address. I'll write
Yes,
to
yeah,
her.
her name is Kimberly Schultz Lavinder. Lavinder. No, Lavinder.
Lavinder.
Yeah. Kimberly, yeah, Schultz Lavinder.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, give me,
it's written on the back, yeah.
her
yeah,
address
so-
or something, and I'll write
yeah,
to her.
Sounds good. Like
Yeah,
that.
thank you
Okay?
very much.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Oh, did you like your little thank you card?
Okay. Oh, and also, just a little.
Thank you for it.
Bravo! You were going to blow something. I would. Thank you. Thank you. Very
And
nice.
so a lot of folks, I brought the cards, and like I said, we did the
Yeah,
Facebook
Bobby
event
said there's
page.
65
I get
cards.
this. And Devin and Nicole, I just wanted to thank you. Just how excited I was. I finally got a hold of Devin, especially, and gotten his back. So this is just a little teeny tiny token.
Oh, thank you so much.
I really appreciate your coming to do.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you everybody in Mapland and Real Talk. I'm just so excited that you're the kind of show that will come out in the community and do events with people who really, you know, aren't, well, these are big stars, you know.
Yes, they are.
And this one is a big star. But, you know, just to come out and be able to share with us the joy of this day. And this has been such a joyful day for me. And those are days that are rare these days. And for Carole, I mean, it's just, when I really started getting this, Susan called and said, you know, want to do the parade? And I'm like, okay, let's do a card shower too, because a lot of people won't be able to come for a lot of reasons. And so I started looking through and thinking about all the things that Carole and I had done together over the years, since like, oh gosh, I don't even know, 80s? And yeah, in the 80s. I was still in the apartment, yeah. So many different events that Carole's organized. She's just definitely a social butterfly. It definitely fits her theme.
That's it.
You can see she's gotten me into to butterflies. Where's my shawl? It came off.
I don't know. You lost it somewhere.
Even your shoes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got that. So, you know, it's like, and of course the butterfly I think represents sort of, you know, the changing and the happiness. And just going through, and then if you watch the story out to the Butterfly Museum, which Carole's gotten us organized to go there, the story of the monarchs, how it's long distances they do, and things that they do, and they just, there's the rhythm and the repeat, and you know, the whole circle of life.
Yep.
With that, so.
Butterfly is the highest point you can get.
Yes.
Yep.
So. Yeah, so
Well,
wish we could hug.
I know, I wish we could hug, yeah.
Back
We
with the
will
mask and stuff.
eventually we
yes,
will.
It was tough. Okay.
This stuff will be gone pretty soon.
So,
Well, we thank you. We, on behalf of MAAP Real Talk Show.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you inviting us here. And I just want to tell you something positive, since everything is so positive and celebratory when you're celebrating your birthday. On my right is a filmmaker. His name is Steve Wargo, DP. He's not employed by MAAP Film, but he just comes out when there's a good community, it's something to do for the community right back. So I'd like to give him a round of applause for Mr. Steve Wargo. Now, yeah, well, we have to name the good stuff, and of course we have Devin, Bridgewater on the back. We have also Nicole, Teshi, also. Who else I didn't mention their name yet, besides Carole Jacobson?
Gosh, I don't know, you want everybody?
Yeah, well, everybody if they like. Thumbs up, that's fine.
And Everett.
Thumbs up is good.
And Dee Dee behind you.
Dee Dee.
And Bobby.
Thank you, Bobby.
Who's also a big organizer of all this.
That's what I mean. Thank you so much. Okay, just to let you know also, since about good stuff, usually that takes like weeks to edit. But Mr. Wargo, he said, I'll have it edited to you today. By this evening, it should be posted.
All right.
That's why I give him a round of applause again. That's twice for everyone one day. As for Cindy, Head, my co-host, and I, we are the original from MAAP Real Talk Show. We appreciate you. And give us the honor to be among you guys.
Thank you. You know, you can always
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
It is.
Happy birthday.
both
And I'm here with GianFranca, and we're standing here at Carole Jacobson's house where we just had a great birthday bash. in the COVID-19 era, and we did a car parade. And tell me what came up for that idea?
Well, her friend Susan, who she'd known her for years, was one who originally called me about it. But that's something that seems to be happening these days out in our neighborhood in Lavinder, next door. They'll post, some child's 4-year-old's having a birthday party, and it's sad because nobody will be able to come. So people just started doing car parades and let us know where and when. People come, bring the posters, balloons, decorate honk, and do that. So that's the same kind of thing that started to go on everywhere, at least in this area. And so we invited a lot of her friends, clients. Like most people started being clients and then ended up being friends along the way.
And clients in what capacity?
Oh, Carole was a licensed massage therapist for many, many years until she finally had to stop working because she couldn't drive anymore because of her illness.
And how did you two meet?
We actually met. I could give you the whole story, which really starts out from being hairy, but that's a whole other thing. But I met her through a guy that I was dating at the time, and she was his massage therapist, and he was shortly after he was going to go to Australia. So I thought I want to keep tabs of him, so I had her come and be my massage therapist. But then every time I'd have an accident, which is frequent, people keep hitting me, and have a thing and go on and off over the years, and so it's been since in the 80s.
Wow, that's a long friendship. People don't usually last that long anymore.
No, but with Carole, you do, because Carole is the one, she's just a social butterfly. She organizes a little trip to Europe. We went to Europe for her 40th birthday, and just a lot of different theater shows, and she loves music, she loves the arts and different events, and so she would just, say, I'm going to do this at this time, if you want to come, show up.
And you were able to keep this a secret from her for quite a while.
That's right, because I just told her that I was going to come over and bring the grandkids who'd made cards for her, because of course she's come to the house many times. Her massage therapy was always that she would come to your house, which is wonderful. And so of course she knew the grandkids over the years, and they know what the situation is, and so they wanted to come and be in the parade for her and to make a card. So, and I knew if I didn't tell her I was going to do something, that I think she might think that it was kind of fishy or strange. So that's all she knew, was that I was coming over. And the hospice nurses were in on it. She's in hospice now, Hospice of the Valley, which is really it's a wonderful service for people who are at the point where there's no longer any kind of actual treatment that's going to be working. So it's just a matter of palliative care at this point and staying at home as long as she can. And Nicole I met through Carole. She met Carole in 2003 when she was playing at My Forest,
Right.
which was a flower shop, but then it was a restaurant, and that's no more. And so Carole told us, you've got to go hear this woman, this wonderful woman. Her rendition of Happy Birthday has gotten over 2.5 million hits. Just checked it last night.
Okay, just to let you know also, since about good stuff, usually that takes like weeks to edit. But Mr. Wargo, he said, I'll have it edited to you today. By this evening, it should be posted. All right. Just to give him a round of applause again. That's twice for him in one day. As for Cindy Head, my co-host, and I, we are the original for MAAP Real Talk Show. We appreciate you and give us the honor to be among you guys. Thank you so much. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Both Nicole and Devin have websites.
Yes. You want to say it? You want to plug it? Please.
www.nicolepesci.com. Yes.
A little louder, did you say?
Yeah, a little louder.
www.nicolepesci.com.
And that's nuancejazztrio.com. N-U-A-N-C-E. N-U-A-N-C-E.
Well, it was a great success. Is there one piece of advice that you would give that you would give to people if they were going to try to do this?
Start longer ahead of time. Just because it just does take a lot of planning, especially when the person doesn't know. So you can't ask them who to invite, who to call. You can't ask them, what songs they want. I mean, or who they want, what they want. You just have to do your best and just try and get as much lead time as you can.
Well, it was a great success, and MAAP Real Talk is so happy you invited us, and thank you so much, and I hope Carole had a great day.
Oh, she did. I think she really was genuinely very surprised, which I was really happy with. And the only thing sad about it is I just really, when I envisioned this, it was, in my visions, it was like coming up and just giving her a great big hug, because she is a hugger. But, you know, you really can't do that, and try and stay away as much as you can at this time. And I really do thank MAAP Real Talk for coming out and being here today.
Well, thank you very much. And again, this is Cindy Head with MAAP Real Talk, and I'm going to hand this off to George and Nima.
With that, we come to a closing. But before we close, I'd like to thank from the bottom of my heart GianFranca for inviting us here. We could do like the outside her. And I would just want the world to know that we followed every rules and regulation by our governor, Honorable Doug Ducey. We followed the CDC rules and regulation by keeping our distance. I close with that just to let people know, just because they see not all this craziness, but everyone stayed with their mask on, they stayed different distance, and I just want to know we had safety and precaution measures was number one. My name is George Niemer from MAAP Real Talk Show. I'm the host, but I also need you to click on my button on the bottom. We're going to be bringing in more stories coming to you. They're real, what I call them, ordinary, but they do extraordinary things. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon. Stay tuned. Thank you.